Every single day, billions of people use this tiny little rectangle in their pocket to do tons of amazing things. From taking pictures, to playing video games, to surfing the internet, to shopping for goods, and much, much more. So it's sometimes easy to forget that the original smartphone was just the phone. Hanging phone lines in neighborhoods greatly changed how humans are able to communicate with each other. And our ability to do this just improved over time, with more stable connections over a longer distance, as well as better microphones and speakers to be able to hear each other. All these improvements are because phone companies know that a bad quality call just sucks, and that they've been making improvements to their call quality for decades. And this trend has continued to the modern day, with modern Bluetooth headphones having so many features to improve the quality of your calls. Hello, this is Akash with Gramophone, and if you haven't guessed already, this is the next video in our series about modern software features in Bluetooth headphones and speakers. Today, we're going to go over 5 of the best JBL software features that you can use to improve your call quality. And at the end of the video, we're going to be finding out which is the best feature of all. One of JBL's primary features when it comes to call quality is called VoiceAware. This feature deals with the fact that humans rely on an audio feedback loop when we speak. When you can't hear yourself speak, it becomes much harder to properly talk. This is why musicians have to wear special headphones when they're on stage to be able to hear themselves so that they can stay on rhythm and on key. VoiceAware allows you to listen to yourself talk, as it just plays whatever it hears in the microphones right back into your own headphones. This feature already improves your call immensely, especially in the world of noise-canceling headphones. I love being able to take a call and just block out the rest of the world and focus on exactly who I'm talking to, but unfortunately that means blocking out the sound of my own voice. And I also love being able to talk properly. JBL VoiceAware gives you the best of both worlds, and the best part is that it's a pretty standard feature on a lot of JBL Bluetooth products. Another pretty standard feature is hands-free calling, which makes use of pretty much any headphone that has a button on the side. This button, you can configure it to be able to accept, deny, and end calls all without having to actually take out your phone. I also think that this feature is super helpful and not too complicated. It's very seamless to use, as pretty much any brand of headphone has some sort of gestures and therefore hands-free calling. The third feature is called JBL Spatial Audio Calls. This feature deals with the fact that there are usually multiple microphones in each earbud on JBL Bluetooth headphones. This feature takes that array of mics and is able to detect exactly where the sound is coming from. This then creates a 3D model of the sound you're coming from and encodes it into a spatial audio clip that it can then send to the person that you are talking to so that they can hear the audio in a very realistic way. This feature is pretty unique, as it actually gets exponentially better the more microphones that you have in each headphone, as the 3D picture will get clearer. The fourth feature that JBL includes is actually a maximum volume limiter. This cuts out any sounds above 85 decibels, the volume that scientists believe to be the maximum range for healthy listening. JBL even takes it a step further with their adaptive sound control, which will take any sounds above 85 decibels and reduce them to a safe listening level, and will boost any sounds that are too quiet to a reasonable listening level. Moving on to some more recent features that are found on the JBL Live 3 products. JBL included a feature that I haven't really come across too often when looking at other brands' call quality improvements: a caller and receiver equalizer. If you want to learn more about what an equalizer does in depth, you can check out the video that we did in the link in the description. But this equalizer is a little different than some other ones that you may have come across, as it doesn't really deal with enjoyment or personalization. This equalizer has a very helpful use in that it allows you to change the tone of the person you're listening to. If the person you're talking to has a lot of bass in their voice, you can boost the treble so that you're able to hear what you're listening to much more clearly. This also works going in the other direction. If you know that you drop off your voice at the end of your sentences, you can set your own voice to powerful to give it just a bit of a boost. We can actually demo the 3 settings right here. Now that we've all learned a little bit more about how JBL improves your conversations with your faraway friends, we can decide which feature is the most important. The 5 features were voice aware, hands-free calling, spatial calls, volume limiter, and voice EQ. Now, obviously, it's going to be up to whatever you think is the most important based on your own needs. A person with sensitive ears is going to love that volume limiter, and a person who's constantly working with their hands is going to love that hands-free gesture that's able to take calls. But personally, I'm going to say that VoiceAware is the most important JBL call quality improvement feature. As someone who loves noise canceling, it makes calls so much clearer and it allows me to talk how talking was intended. But what about you? What do you think is the most important JBL call quality improvement feature? Why don't you leave a comment below? And if you learned a little bit more about JBL's amazing suite of software features, why don't you like the video and subscribe to the Gramophone YouTube channel? Also, don't forget to hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming exciting highlights. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to pick up your pair of JBL headphones and make amazing calls with JBL software features, you can stop by skybygramophone.com for a secure checkout, fast and free shipping, straight to your door. And if you want to test out any of our amazing products here at Gramophone, you can stop by our showrooms in Timonium, Columbia, and Gaithersburg, Maryland. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.